Corva asks, do you expect USCIS to raise standards for EB-2 NIW and EB-1A in the future, given the increased frequency in filings from several nationalities for these categories?
Yeah, so for EB-1A, to be clear, I don't think USCIS can legally raise the standard. The standard is what it is. The standard was kind of set out by Congress, and then the standard was put into place through notice and comment rulemaking. If USCIS wants to raise the standard, they would have to publish a new regulation on it, invite notice and comment, and probably get sued on it, because I don't think that the current standard is in any way contrary to what Congress intended as far as being too narrow or too broad. So I don't think that they're going to be able to raise the standard for EB-1A. I just don't. That doesn't mean that informally some officers don't try to do that, and I really wish that we could sue them on that, because I think that individuals take a little bit too much liberty there. There are definitely some officers out there that have higher standards than others, and that's wrong. But yeah, EB-1A tends to be pretty steady across administrations. Yes, there seems to be like some increase in denials or approvals. Maybe that's impacted a little bit by the culture at the agency and who's in charge, and therefore who the president is. But it's much more steady in the adjudications. And they're all bad, by the way. I don't think that the Democratic presidents have been good for EB-1A. I think there's a bit higher of an approval rate right now under Biden, but it's not like USCIS leadership has said anything favorable about EB-1A. Even their policy update didn't include a whole lot of favorable stuff. There was a couple favorable things about entrepreneurs and a couple favorable things about researchers, but nothing for the cases that I typically work on. For EB-2 NIW, they can raise standards because it's totally within their discretion to do so. And I would expect a Trump administration to make that a priority. So potentially raise standards there. I don't know about a Harris administration. I don't think that they would try to significantly raise standards, but we'll have to see what happens there. And then as far as the second question here about putting more roadblocks in approving the cases, the Trump administration definitely would put a lot of roadblocks in place. They did that the last time they were here, and I don't think that they're planning on adjusting their leadership, and their leadership is not planning on adjusting their priorities. So yeah, putting roadblocks into place is probably their goal.